Hi everyone, my name is Michael and welcome to the first video in my channel's history. I thought I would kick off my channel with a little bit of a self-introduction and a preview of what I want to read in 2023. I know a lot of other booktubers do monthly TBRs and show off these giant pile of books that they can read in a month, but I'm trying to be realistic with what I can read and what my schedule allows me to. I tend to read sci-fi and fiction in the young adult genre pretty much exclusively, but I've been expanding my horizons as of late. I prefer to actually read with my Kindle as I find it less distracting than physical books, so you'll likely see me with that Kindle in future videos. But first, let me tell you the why as to why I'm starting a booktube channel. A few months ago I was scrolling through YouTube and I happened to find a couple of booktubers that were going over popular young adult fantasies at the time. I started watching them pretty regularly. I would catch their content and they simply just inspired me to give it a try myself. The two booktubers that really inspired me to begin this channel to begin with are Carrie Can Read and Books and Lala. I'll go ahead and link them down below for you. I always told people that I love to read, but I never actually read that much, if that makes any sense. I would let books just sit on my bookshelf, and every now and then I would get the urge to read them, but most of the time they just kind of sat there, so I figured, why not start one? Starting a booktube channel is a great way to keep me motivated and keep me accountable for all the stuff that I would like to read, and plus it brings you all into the picture with me and I can share my thoughts with everyone. It seems like a win-win to me. So about a month ago, I deleted Reddit off of my phone because I found that I was spending way too much time on that app and just doom scrolling it endlessly. It was affecting my mental health, and generally just kind of the person that I was becoming was not somebody that I wanted to be. Instead of spending all that time on Reddit, I decided to read instead so I could finally make a dent in these books that have just been gathering on my bookshelf for years. So yeah, I used to read a lot or I used to say that I read a lot, but in reality I didn't read too much. Here you can see my Goodreads graphs of, well, what I read, starting from 2016 when I joined Goodreads all the way through present day. In 2016 I read 2 books, in 2017 I read none, in 2018 though I was doing really good, I read 8 and then fell off really hard in 2019, and in 2020 I only read 1 book each of those years. 2021 I read 3 books, 2022 I read 5, and 2023 I read 8. So you can see that I'm on a positive incline, but I wanted to keep this up, and that's why I decided to go ahead and start this channel. I'm excited to go on this journey with you all, and I'm excited to bring you with me, and I hope that we have lots of fun and you enjoy the content that I create now and in the future. So without further ado, let me show you my 2023 physical TBR. Oh, sorry. Now I've assembled these in no particular order, they just looked good in the way that I have them stacked for the presentation. So again, let's begin, shall we? So the first book that I want to read in 2023 is a continuation of a light novel series that I started years ago and I just kind of fell off, and that is Spice and Wolf Volume 5. If any of you are familiar with the anime, it follows the adventures of Craft Lawrence and Holo the Spice Wolf. Holo the Wise Wolf. Spice and Wolf is one of my favorite anime, and the second season ended kind of on a cliffhanger, so I decided to pick up the light novels, and Volume 5 is where I'm at currently, and I'm looking to continue it here on the channel. Alright, book number 2 is a book that was very popular last year. It was on a lot of people's best of 2022, and that is none other than Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. So a lot of the fantasy that I end up reading has very high stakes, there's a lot of world building, and it's just kind of hard to keep up with, and this being a cozy fantasy about a coffee shop in like a D&D type universe is right up my alley and kind of what I need right now. And just to let you in on a little secret, this will be the first reading vlog, so keep your eye out for that one. The next 3 are all by one author. Like I said earlier, I tend to stick within young adult sci-fi and fantasy pretty much exclusively. Like I said, I'm trying to expand my horizons a little bit as I get older, and I thought, why not start with my favorite author? So the next book that I want to read is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, which is her adult fantasy, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty excited to start this off. It takes place in Yale, with one of the secret societies, as far as I know. So yeah, like I said, Leigh Bardugo is my favorite author. She wrote my favorite books of all time, which are Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, which leads me right into the next two books, because even though Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom are my favorite books ever, I actually never read the sequels. So the next two books, if you can guess them, that I want to read in 2023 are King of Scars and Rule of Wolves. Like I said, I never read these. I'm not sure what ended up happening. I bought them. Actually, this was gifted to me. This one was gifted to me. But I bought them or received them, and it just kind of fell by the wayside. I'm very much looking forward to it. I really want to get back into the Grishaverse. I love it so much, and I love her writing. So nothing but good things to say about that. The next book that I want to read is 804 pages. I've never read a book this long. I've seen it all over BookTube. It looks like a blast, and it will really challenge me to stick with a really long book, because I would say 250 is probably like the max that I would read. Maybe 300 pages if it was really interesting, but nothing really any more than that. And that book is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. For one thing, I really love this cover with the orange and the blue. I have a background in photography, so I'm really interested in color theory, and orange and blue, they always go well together. Other than that, I don't really know that much about the story, to be honest. It just piqued my interest through BookTube. I got the physical copy. I saw several booktubers recommending putting bookmarks in the glossary and in the character compendium for a quick reference as you read through this. So I'm excited to work through this with y'all, and can't wait to show you what I think. And the next to last book that I want to read in 2023 is a book that takes place in the League of Legends universe in Runeterra. If you follow League of Legends, or if you like it at all, you already probably know what I'm talking about. But as a little bit about me, League of Legends is my favorite game, even though I don't play it anymore. I love the world that they've built. I love the lore. Can't get enough of it. I love the characters, everything. So the next book that I want to read in 2023 is Ruin Nation by Anthony Reynolds. This book follows the event of the same name, Ruin Nation, that takes place in Runeterra, featuring several champions from the video game. Now, truth be told, a couple of months ago I was actually reading this. I got about 80 pages in, and I hit a really bad reading slump and just stopped reading pretty much altogether for a couple months. So I'm going to continue this probably where I left off, but of the 80 pages that I read, I did like it so far. Of course I would. I really like the world, the universe anyway, so of course I'm going to like this. So I'm looking forward to that. And last but certainly not least is one of the most popular books of 2022. It's gotten countless awards, countless accolades. I have yet to see a negative thing written or spoken about it, and that is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin? I'm gonna say Zevin. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. This follows a deep friendship between Sam and Sadie as they move through their lives, starting as friends as kids all the way through adulthood. I know that they make a video game that basically catches the world by storm. Truth be told, I've actually read the first 2 chapters of this while I was setting up and testing things for launching this YouTube channel, and I already love it. I know I'm gonna love it, but I'm really excited to dig in deeper and, well, share my thoughts with you all. So as you can see, those are the books that I want to read in 2023, and I can't wait to bring you all along. If you like what I'm doing so far, and if you have any constructive criticism for me as well, since I'm just starting out and I'm kind of new to all this, feel free to leave a comment down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!